temporary roofs coverings at no cost to the homeowner. To get assistance, homeowners must first sign a right of entry form which allows Corps staff to access their property to assess the damage on their roofs, and this right of entry will also allow the Corps contractor to go in and install the fiber reinforced plastic sheeting on the house. So we're excited to announce that we're going to be opening up 4 locations, actually 5, I'm sorry, so 5 locations that we're going to keep consistently open here so that we know where they are. You can show up for the next 3 weeks at these locations. And those locations are the DPW office at 103 Subbase Road here in Charlotte Amalie West, the Department of Health building on the hospital grounds, that's 1303 Hospital Grounds, and the 22 Fire Station off Route 38 in Anna's Retreat. Now those 3 locations are open from 9 to 1 Monday through Friday. In addition, we now have, my group has opened up a small office in the Government Employee Retirement System building, and we are taking applications there Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and that is at 3438 Kronprinz, well that's a tough one, Kronprinzens Gate, Charlotte Amalie, but it's just right at the Government Retirement System building, fairly close here to the radio station. And lastly, on St. John, we're going to be at the Legislative Annex, which is at 1D Cruz Bay, and that will also be open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And these sites are all going to be open and collecting applications until Friday, 3 November. So please come down when you can. The sooner you're able to come and fill out the paperwork, the sooner we're going to be able to put a roof on your house, and we're looking forward to doing that.
Jay, let me ask you, a lot of people are saying that they've come in, they've registered with you all, and they've come out and they've not been able to put a roof on. Can you explain a little bit the reasoning why that is? I mean, what kind of structure you need to be able to put those roofs on these homes?
I can absolutely do that. So basically there's a truss structure, which is the wood members that are holding up the roof, and then on top of that there is a plywood and generally speaking on the island here, some kind of corrugated metal on top of that. But so what we're seeing in most cases is that the plywood and the corrugated metal have been blown off by the high winds. But what we need is at least half of the roof truss structure remaining, and that includes the ridge beam. So the ridge beam has to be in place, and then approximately half of the remaining joists, the remaining wood structure, so that basically our contractors can get in there and quickly put roofs on, because our intent is to provide as many roofs as we can as soon as we can, and that's, if we were to have to rebuild the entire frame, that's multiple days work for a roofing crew.
Right, and there's so many of those that are damaged like that, so thank you for clarifying that. Okay, Addie, I think that's about it for them. Thank you so much for being here, Jay. I really appreciate it. Oh, you got questions? Ah, there you go.
We like recommendations. Absolutely. So first, the locations, in addition to the disaster response centers that FEMA have right now, we are at the DPW at Subbase Road in Charlotte Amalie, the Department of Health at Hospital Grounds, the 22 Fire Station, and all those are 9 to 1 Monday through Friday. And then we've opened a small office in the front of the Government Employee Retirement System building, and that is open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 1. Those are the ones on St. Thomas, and on St. John we are at the Legislative Annex over on the Cruz Bay side from 9 to 1 Monday through Friday. So for your second question, that is still the case. We are unable to repair flat roofs, and it's because we're putting plastic on roofs, and if you have a hole in your flat roof, then it will quickly gather water, and it will be a very bad problem. We'd actually rather the water come down in trickles than come down in a large amount with our plastic at the same time. It's a dangerous situation to put that on a flat roof. So unfortunately, with our capabilities, we can't help with flat roofs.
Or the one in St. Thomas. Okay.
I will check on that, sir. Absolutely, our intent is Monday through Friday. We have people there that are staying there. Make sure that happens in the future. I think that's the intent.
Is a temporary fix. This is not something that is supposed to be there for an indefinite period of time. It's only until you are able to put a more permanent structure on your home. So please understand that we're not here to put permanent structures on. It's just a temporary fix. The Blue Roof program, that is.
Right. Okay. I think a lot of people misunderstood that. You know, it's half. Yeah, we're gonna do half, do the whole thing. You know, and it's not that way. Because see, you guys come in there with angel wings. Here we are. Yeah. I know.
Fortunately, that's not the case.
I know. It's just a temporary fix. So, guys and gals, just get with it. All right. Very good. Let's one more caller, and then I've got to giddy up. Good morning. Hello.
Yes, Daddy, good morning.
Good morning.
Is it possible to speak to your FEMA rep there, please?
Yes, she's listening.
Okay, I've got a question. I received a text last evening from someone claiming to be a FEMA inspector. How do we recognize or identify these persons or these people?
Okay,
So
that's a wonderful...
There are scams going around, you know that.
Something that I would really like to address.
Okay,
we have
okay,
been
listen.
getting information that fraud going on all three of these islands, and we really would like to make sure that we let folks know that when an inspector tries to come to your home, yes, indeed, they will reach out to you and they will send you a text. However, if you are uncomfortable with responding to that text, my best advice to you is to ask them to provide you with the registration number that you were given when you registered with FEMA. If they cannot provide you with that information, this is not a FEMA representative. We have heard that other folks are calling, asking for personal information from folks. We do not call you to ask for that information. When you register with FEMA, we will require you to provide us with that information, but we do not call out to you to do that. So please beware of false scams, identity theft, fraud, those types of things. Our FEMA representatives, if they come to your door or if you see them in your communities, they will have identification. Our inspectors will also, they are contractors, but they do have federal identification. Never ever hesitate to ask for that identification. We will gladly provide that to you. We do not charge for our services, and especially inspections, and we do not endorse any commercial businesses or products or services. So if someone says, I'm a contractor, a FEMA contractor, coming out to do repairs on your home, that is not accurate. We do not endorse that. So please be very cautious when you're responding to anyone that may be calling or texting you. Again, ask them to provide you with your registration number if you have registered with FEMA. If you have not, please register on your own. If someone comes to you and says, hey, I'm happy to come and help you register with FEMA, do not listen to that. You do not want to provide your personal information to anyone that you do not know unless you are making that call yourself and providing it to our folks. You can register again at one of our recovery centers.
Morning.
Morning, Annie. How are you?
Okay, here's the governor. Okay, good morning. Very well, Governor. And you?
Yes, fine. I'd like to say good morning to the good folks at FEMA and the Army Corps of Engineers.
Good.
And I want to thank you and Addie and WSTA family for all of the wonderful work that you're doing for the people of the territory. Really, really appreciate that.
Very good. Before you start, are you happy this morning?
I am happy because I know who going to win the division and who coming after you, so me and paying you no mind. I just only about
all right, okay, Governor. Come on, get the message to the people of the Virgin Islands. Maybe keep those words.
Listen, I wanted to add a note to the Colonel. I'm not sure the gentleman from the Army Corps of Engineer and FEMA.
He's here.
We made a decision with FEMA, Bill Vogel, and our team how we're going to work with the folks that do not qualify for the Blue Roof program. So, you're just doing a great job explaining the benefits of the program and how to participate. But if you don't have 50% or more of your frame, or you're too flat, then the Blue Roof program, the way it's constructed, wouldn't work for you. So what we agreed to do, and the GVI and its contractors are going to do this part of the program. If you have, once you issued your right of entry form, and then the Army Corps of Engineer comes by and they determine that you do not have sufficient frame on your roof to do the Blue Roof program, we have already pre-staged contractors through the Department of Public Works that we contract before the hurricane season that is designed to help people put the regular tarpaulin on their roof. And so when the Blue Roof program came into place, we no longer needed to do that. So what we've agreed to do with FEMA, and they're all on board with it, is that those properties that do not qualify, I don't want to use the word rejected, but those homes that lack sufficient frame for the Blue Roof program, then the public work contractors will take the rejected ROEs from FEMA. You don't go to Public Works, you don't have to go and sign up anywhere for this. They're going to take the ROEs for the homes that do not qualify for the Blue Roof program, and then they will come and put some framing on your home and put the tarpaulin on it. And this is so that we can get people to shelter in place. So we agreed on that last week, and they're rolling that out, and we're telling folks they don't need to sign up, they don't need to do anything else, because we're taking the ROEs of the homes that do not qualify for the Blue Roof under the Army Corps of Engineers because of lack of sufficient framing, and then the contractors at the Department of Public Works, and we will be out there telling you who these authorized persons are and have them properly identified. They will come in, put some semblance of frame on the structure, and then attach the Blue Roof on top of it.
Very good. That's a good alternative.
So I wanted folks to know that, because we're very concerned that people are still in their homes and they're fully in the elements because they may not qualify for the Blue Roof program, and it will be months before we get to the permanent housing repair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Gav.
All right. So thank you very much, Addie. And again, thank you for I hear you call the young lady Miss FEMA. What's her name?
Don't worry. She's Miss FEMA in the Virgin Islands. She could say Gada instead of Gade.
All right. Yeah. So I'll have to say thank you, Miss FEMA, and thank you for the folks from the Army Corps of Engineers. And Addie, Yankees, Ottley, it was a pleasure speaking with you this morning. We're going to talk again soon.
Hold on a second, Gav. Yeah, go ahead.
Question, sir. Is that also for flat roofs, just for my clarification?
Governor?
Still?
Yes.
He said, is it for flat roofs?
Yes.
Only?
Any roof that was not that was disqualified by the Blue Roof program, then these contractors will take that disqualified form and put some level of frame on it to be able to hold the top, to be able to give persons staying in that home cover.
Good. Okay. He says, thank you very much, Governor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Right. Okay.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Okay. That's the Governor of the Virgin Islands, Governor Matt. So that all coordinated very well. Okay. So there is hope. Okay. So if the angels, with their wings, they say, oh, we can't do, it's only 42%. Don't worry. There's another angel behind that. Right. Right, yeah, because I kind of felt if you didn't qualify for the blue, then even if you get 45% of your roof not covered, you still have a problem. The government saying, wait a minute, there's another solution to the problem, which is good. That's very good. Yeah.
It's that they disqualify or determine folks are ineligible, so I'm going to be grateful that I can give them that message.
Oh, that's really great. Okay, good.